As America is becoming increasingly more diverse and palates are changing, Frito-Lay launched the Do Us a Flavor campaign, relying on the expertise of the public to develop a new potato chip flavor. In the past, similar campaigns would have involved a series of focus groups and trend analysis.
I eat sriracha on everything.
She told me to look for them, but we couldn't find them.
It is the first time in the company's 75-year history that it has let U.S. consumers choose its next flavor. One flavor in particular proved polarizing.
When I saw it, it was one of those chips you like double take past. You're like, it did not just say Chicken N Waffle.
They were smoking when they came up with that idea.
Yeah, no other company has made Chicken N Waffles.
Lay's is a very established, iconic potato chip brand, and I'm not surprised that they're putting effort against thinking about how to mix things up a little bit.
Phoenix resident Christina submitted more than 30 flavors, but it was her nephew's favorite dish, Chicken N Waffles, that impressed the judges the most. Wait, a dish?
I don't want an imitation of a meal in a chip.
Well, from what I don't know how you put both of those on like
A potato chip?
They must have come across something that suggested to them that there was a certain kind of person that would be willing to try something a little unexpected and different.
You see like something you eat in the flavor of a chip, it's kind of crazy.
It's one of those that you have to, after you chew it, you gotta be quiet for a little bit. You gotta really take it in. You're like, all right, what am I eating right now? And you're like, you know what? I tasted chicken, they go to waffles.
I just want to see if it's close to the actual flavors.
Well, of course I thought about Roscoe's when like the flavor came out.
Roscoe's has been the most popular unadvertised restaurant in Southern California for at least 20 years. You're coming like, oh my God, what is this amazing little dish called Chicken N Waffles? The popularity in the dish has grown with each presidential visit. Our one in Hollywood started as a to-go order restaurant, and now there are 6 restaurants.
Southern cuisine in general has become super hot. There's a place in West Hollywood now, there's places in Brooklyn, Chicago.
The Lay's Chicken N Waffles campaign has received overwhelming feedback, prompting the question, can chips be prejudiced?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say it's like racist, but like, I just don't know how I feel about chicken and waffle flavored potato chips when I don't know, I feel like that just kind of directly links to black people.
I thought about Roscoe's. I didn't really think about black people because I also like chicken and waffles.
I can see why someone like me would want to eat it, but I didn't know what Lay's, who they were trying to target or why they were doing it. It was kind of like, I was kind of confused.
No, I think it's just a representation of the South.
Yeah.
And Southern food is always good.
Fried chicken, period, quote unquote, comes from the South. So it traveled, just like everybody else about the South. They left the South.
Whenever something that may historically have been associated with those communities inspires companies in some way, does that now automatically mean that it's just targeted to them? That's the old model.
It could just be one of those things that people just make, like the bacon and shake sandwich from Burger King.
Chicken and waffles, you wouldn't think that they complement each other so well, but they go really well together, and it's cool because you can have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It's pretty a diverse type of food.
It doesn't sound appetizing to me.
I have leftover fried chicken. It doesn't look that good in here, but it is.
Just an unorthodox meal. Somebody's mom was cooking it back in the day, like in New York, and it was in the after hours. A lot of after hours that our owners were around in that era. They brought that down to Southern California. The millionaires ever since.
As those communities and those cultures are becoming the majority, why wouldn't these big companies pay attention to those things? Because it's something that is just becoming part of the cultural fabric of this country.
I'm obsessed with waffles, and my mom's obsessed with chicken, so to put them together is like heaven.
It's one of my favorite dishes.
A lot of people think our most frequent customers are African American. That has changed over the years. I would say right now, Asian people are frequent Roscoe's most. The next runner-ups are Caucasian, then Hispanic, and then African American.
Lay's has released interesting flavors since the beginning of their crowdsourcing campaigns. Are Chicken N Waffles chips the winning recipe?
Because when you go to a liquor store and you go anywhere, you by yourself, you're with your homies, you're gonna be yourself, you know what I mean? And if someone sees Chicken N Waffles, who's gonna pass up Chicken N Waffles?
And think about it, like it's a bag of chips. So it's not that big of a commitment to try something new.
Chips really just taste like syrup. There's no chicken flavor in the chip. It has nothing to do with us because we don't serve maple syrup. It's our own signature syrup.
None of them like the chips at all. And they don't think that it tastes like chicken or waffles.
I don't think I would carry on eating them.
It's just a chip, you know? Chip that's gonna be on the shelf for however many they produce, and then that's it. It's gonna go away.
Does everything have to endure? Like I know that's kind of what a brand is about and what products are supposed to be about, but I just think the world that we're living in, maybe there is room for products that don't last forever, and especially as our food tastes are changing.
I'm still waiting for like the Willy Wonka stuff, you know what I mean? The bubble gum that's the meals, but Lay's is getting close to it with Chicken and Waffles. You guys are getting close.